How you doing? This is Melvin Brown. Welcome back to Melvin Brown Experience. Today is not going to be a story time, but today is going to be another topic. And this topic, I want to talk about something that is very popular. There are different opinions about this topic that I'm about to talk about, but this topic is from hands-on experience. And today, we're going to talk about sex magic. Now, sex magic is a ritualistic form of practice using sexual energy through sexual activities such as masturbation, sex, any type of position. It really don't matter. It is used to manifest your truly desire. Now, sex magic has been used for centuries. Now, if you do research, where did it originate from? Google is going to tell you some bullshit like, oh, sex magic was originated in 1825. I'm going to be honest with you. Sex magic has been here for years. The Egyptians practiced it. In medieval time, people practiced it. In Roman time, they practiced it. This has been a long practice. Now, let me tell you the power of sex magic. Hands-on experience. Sex magic is extremely powerful. Let me give you an example. So I remember it was this one client. Me and her was real cool. She was going through a lot of anxiety. And I found it kind of strange. Every ritual I did for her, nothing did not fucking work. I tried this, I tried that. I even tried fucking jewelry magic and it didn't fucking work. What made it even worse? A fucking spiritual bath did not help her. So I'm like, yo, baby girl, I don't know what's going on. Look, how about this? I'll give you your money back. It was good working with you. There's nothing I can do. She was like, Melvin, please just give me a chance. Please. I want to work with you. I said, all right, look, I don't have no rituals in store for you. Like, I tried almost every fucking thing in my book. There's nothing I can do for you. Since you have this anxiety, you need to see a psychiatrist and get some medication. That don't mean you're a crazy person. It's just some things you can't control. It's out of my hands. So she got pissed off at me. Every single fucking day, this woman would text me, Melvin, I don't want to take the medicine. I said, baby girl, it's nothing I can do. I'm only doing things for the magic part. I can't do nothing clinical because I'm not a doctor. I don't know what's going on with you. So I told her, here go your money. I wish you nothing but the best, and may a new spiritual worker, and may they can help you. I can't help you. She started crying, but at the end of the day, I couldn't help her. So I gave her money back and put her on block. So all I know is, out of nowhere, a few weeks later, I butt dialed her by accident. We reconciled our partnership and everything, and then I got to know her a little bit more. Turned out the reason she was having all these anxieties because a year before she talked to me, she was sexually assaulted. And you know I'm very sensitive with them type of topics. So I took her case more serious and I said, okay, I'm gonna try something new. I was on the phone with somebody referred me to some sex magic. Like, sex magic is really good for healing. And basically I started doing some research, made a concoction, and then I told her like, yo, I'm only going to try this one time. And if I try this, if it don't work, you're going to have to wait 1.5 years for me to figure out what's going on. She said, okay. We wind up doing the sex magic ritual. What wind up happening, not only she didn't have no more fucking anxiety, but her trauma disappeared. And what did I realize about that? Sex magic not only enhance orgasms, bring beauty out of people, this shit heals. Now, another thing about fucking sex magic, you can almost do anything you fucking want. Anything that you truly desire, you can get, long that you put the work in. Let me give you a quick story time. So, I remember this had to happen about 2022. My crazy ass client calls me. Yo, Melvin. I'm like, yo, what's up? Yo, I want to do my own thing. I said, all right, fuck it. Do your own magic. I need some pointers. I'm like, I'm not doing no fucking pointers. Practice at your own caution. Learn from your mistakes and keep it the fuck moving. He said, all right, look, Melvin, look. I just bought me a talisman necklace. and I'm trying to activate it. I said, bro, find your own way to activate it. I'm not teaching you. I don't teach nobody. He's like, all right, Melvin, fuck it. I lie to you not. 2 weeks fucking later, this man fucking calls me and say, hey, Melvin. I'm like, yo, what's up? Yo, I activated. I said, all right, so what you found out? He said, no, I just beat my dick and busted a nut on the amulet. I'm like, oh, this nigga crazy. So I'm like, yo, if something happened to your dick, don't come to me screaming and crying. I'm gonna sit there and laugh at you. He's like, no, Melvin, I think I got an idea. I think I know what I'm doing. I'm like, bro, this is your first time doing this. Why would you do something like that with that type of amulet you got? He said, I don't know, Melvin. Someone just told me to do it. I said, all right, practice at your own caution. A month later, this man decided to wear the amulet. He goes to a club. Now, this motherfucker crazy. Like, he's a loose cannon. He one of them suburban ass niggas that want to go to the fucking hood. So he go to the club in the hood. Next thing you know, everything was going smoothly. Within 30 minutes, security guards pointed him out and say, yo, get the fuck out the club. He said, I ain't do nothing. Remind you, he ain't do not one fucking thing. What turned out to happen was a mistaken identity. He went home later that night. Wakes up in the morning. His cell phone going crazy with the crime notification off his cell phone. And it turned out the same spot he was at 30 minutes later after he left, somebody got killed. So I said, bro, whatever you fucking did to that amulet, that shit really fucking works. So I started doing some research on the sex magic, started doing understand. I'm like, oh, this shit can do more than just please. This shit can just do more. Like, yo, this shit can do a lot of great shit. Which is going to lead me to another thing about sex magic. When you do sex magic, you make sure you have a partner that is willing to participate with this ritual with you. Because if somebody don't want to participate with this type of ritual, like you just out here slinging dick or slinging pussy and you just throwing sex magic on somebody, that shit can backfire on you. And it don't take a rocket science to tell you what's a backfire. Maybe you might lose your job, you might lose your house. You gotta understand, it's an agreement when you do magic. You just throwing something in the air and the ancestors see that shit, you're going to have to deal with that person's ancestors. And most people, no, I ain't gonna say some people, everybody got some ruthless ancestors. So when you do this type of ritual, you're going to have permission to do this. Now, there are plenty of techniques that you can do when it comes to sex magic rituals. You can literally use this as a masturbation form to manifest your desires, oral sex to manifest your desires, and believe it or not, anal sex to manifest your desires. You can be kinky, or you can take it hardcore, BDSM. Now, remember I said, practice at your caution and make sure your target give you permission. I don't want you going out, find a beautiful girl, and try and perform sex magic rituals on her on a one-night stand on some BDSM shit, because 9 times out of 10, you are going to get arrested. You will be prosecuted and you will be forced to register to become a sex offender. With this type of magic, don't do dumb shit. Now, let me continue with the BDSM type of format of magic. Now, BDSM is a bondage type of spell. I mean, it's a bondage type of thing. Anything with BDSM is very magical and is very effective. And that shit hit 10 times harder and faster than a regular fucking ritual, believe it or not. Because you're mixing emotions in, pleasure, pain, you're confusing it, and the orgasm is going to give it the more oomph. Now, when that shit hit, that shit gonna hit. Remember I told y'all, when y'all do this type of stuff, be careful what you wish for. There are plenty of things that you can do when it comes to sex magic. There are breathing techniques. There are simple things I cannot describe. I'm just telling the fucking topic, and from my hands-on experience and from other things I practically did research on. Now, let me tell you, remember I said sex magic not only heals. So I'm gonna give y'all a quick story time. So I remember It was this one woman. She was desperate to conceive a child. At the time, she was 39 years old. And her husband was like in his late 40s. So I said, look, I'm going to try this. I tried a fertility spell. That didn't work. I tried another spell. That didn't work. Nothing wasn't working. So what wound up happening, I did a divination, found out he was a heavy smoker. I told him things going to work out better. Just don't smoke for a month. This man wound up not smoking for a month. It was very hard for him, but he did it. Remember I said, with magic, it's science and it's logic. When he did that, it made it more easy for the spirits to have helped them conceive the child. And what wound up happening, they conceived the child. And right now that baby is about, I think, 3 years old. So sex magic is very effective. This is Melvin Brown. This is the Melvin Brown Experience. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hit the like button, leave a comment, subscribe. You can email me, melvinbrownexperience@gmail.com. I hope you enjoy this. Before I say I'm out, Instagram me, Instagram me, DM me. And look, this is the Melvin Brown Experience. I hope you enjoyed this video. I am out.